Hello everyone, Harry Baldock here, editor at Total Telecom. We're here at the tail end of Connected Britain, which has been as busy as ever. I'm delighted to be joined by Adele Cihlar, the Head of Operational Improvement for Freedom Fibre. How's the conference been for you?
As you said, very busy. It's tiring on the feet, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it. There's been a lot of, we've had a lot of interest at the stand, which has been great and great to meet people. I'm relatively new at Freedom Fibre, so I've only been with Freedom Fibre for 3 months, so it's good to meet a load of new people in my new role. Telecoms for a long time, but new to Freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a great place to come and meet people. We're kind of here today to talk about connecting people in MDUs primarily. What do you think are the main challenges in that area right now?
So there's been quite a lot of articles written about challenges with MDUs. There's a lot of information out there. However, I think what we are finding at Freedom is it's a big challenge to get wayleaves through and that's across different. So there's private landlords, there's housing associations, there's councils. It's quite time consuming and quite costly, which is difficult for us, and to give you an idea, that's about 8-9% of our footprint is MDU, so it's a challenge we really need to tackle as well and get on top of.
And of course there was new legislation brought in 2021 kind of related to this, but it doesn't seem to be working as intended. What would you change? What do you think needs to happen?
I think that's a really difficult one around it's legal legislation, which again is timely. Takes a long time, costs a lot of money, and it doesn't really help with the engagement, because if you're using legal powers to engage with landlords or with housing associations, it doesn't really set what we want to be doing. We want to be partnering with landlords and councils. We don't want to be using legislation to get that engagement. So I think that's a difficult. So whilst the legislation's there, I don't know of any altnets that have actually used it either. So there's issues with it there around how we use it, how we engage, and I think it kind of goes against some of the things we're trying to achieve with councils and with landlords.
Yeah, definitely a major hurdle. And in terms of kind of the wider rollout of fibre to MDUs in Britain in general, do you think that's on track? Do you think this is falling behind because of these kind of hurdles?
I think there are things that are happening, and I think the code could be improved to help us further with that, but that takes a lot of change with Parliament and with government, and we're coming up to a general election, so is it high on their priority list? Probably not. And, getting engagement from landlords, they've got there's been a lot of other stuff that's gone on with, we talk about MDUs, but we're talking about things like flats, blocks of flats and things like that. They've got other legislation they've got to consist with fire regs and things like that. So we are another thing they've got to think about in that. So it's how do we engage with them and how do we get involved with them so that they can truly give their tenants a better option than just probably the one or two that are in there at the moment. And there are companies that are starting to work around selling that to the end user, but that comes with a cost as well. So how do we pass that on to the end user? We don't really want to be doing that. So it's all around how do we make this quicker? How do we make it cheap as well to do? And I think there's a lot of challenges, and I don't think we're there with it yet.
No, it certainly sounds like there's plenty of work to be done. Adele, it's so lovely to speak to you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.